everyone. It's Lighthouse Angel here. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to you. Hope you do something fun this weekend to change up the energy, right? I went ahead and already got the overall energy for this reading. Also, if you're new to this channel, we focus on taking you from zero to hero in your own life, giving you the tools and information that you need to grow and expand and become in align with the best version of yourself, and always, always, always keeping the divine number one. I also got a downloaded message for the beginning of this reading I'm going to read, and then I'll pull a couple more cards and get some messages from the box of wisdom, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the downloaded message that I got is this. It says, don't let yourself get caught up in the trap that you need to wear so many different labels that you forgot your own name. You must ask yourself, do labels surround you to make you feel good, validated, or accepted? True strength and beauty are knowing that your truth doesn't need to be validated by labels, but that your glow, high vibrational energy speaks for itself. Knowing that your worth doesn't require labels is choosing self-worth over net worth. Now you're priceless. Okay? That's the message I got for the beginning of the reading. And I'm not going to elaborate too much on it, except, walking in your truth. And sometimes we surround ourselves or feeling like we need these things to be accepted, right? But that's not where your true strength is. Right? It's knowing your worth and value in your truth, right? Sometimes we can wear so many or be involved with so many different labels or need to be so many different things, right? That we now have just put on, a costume of who we are, and now we're no longer aligned with our true self, right? So we need to remember to choose ourselves, standing in our truth, walking in the light, keeping that high vibration, knowing that we don't need these things to be validated or accepted, right? Because we already know our truth. So that's the downloaded message I got. So the overall energy we have, which interesting, these cards, they both flew out of the deck, and they both start with C. So C could be significant. Maybe you're going to go to the sea or, take it how it resonates with you. But we have the sea otter spirit. It says happiness. It says, be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Okay. What I'm getting with this is I'm hearing, get ready to be beyond happy. And also, it says destiny of love is sure. You could have a new beginning in love that's destined, that's coming in. But the divine doesn't want you to worry, right? Instead, choose love. Choose faith. Right? And, they're all playing in the water here. That might be something significant because since we both have sea here, and they're both of them are in the water. They're both playing in the water. So that could mean something here. But it says playful living. So it's time to get out and have fun. And release expectations. Sometimes we hold on to those, right, too tightly, right? And then we can't enjoy our day-to-day life. So, release that, enjoy that playful living, and, enjoy every day, releasing any expectations, and just be happy in the moment. That's what I'm hearing. Be happy in the moment. And then we have sea turtle, protection. You are master of finding life's flow. Be in the harmony with the rhythm of your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. And this could be what's coming in for you, um, you know, I'm getting like you're going to have everything you need. So something could come in where you're going to feel protected, and that allows you to embrace more playful living. I'm getting that as well. But it's just interesting that they're both in the water here, you know, and they both start with C. So that could be significant. Take that how that resonates. It says, don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing sloppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. Okay. So I don't feel like this is, I feel like, you know, maybe this is the energy you're in. Maybe you want to offer somebody an I love you or appreciation for something, and maybe you're worried it's not going to be accepted, or you're worried about how it's going to make you look, okay? But you need to remember you need to stand in your truth. It really doesn't matter about the reaction of the other person. It's about walking in your truth, right? What you know in your heart you need to do, okay? And just knowing that you're doing the right thing. I mean, which is why you don't stand in your fear here. I just heard you'll be surprised on the outcome. That's what I just heard. You're going to be surprised of the outcome. Okay? And then we have opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Okay. So maybe this I love you or appreciation for something is going to unlock the door to opportunities coming in. That's going to create this happiness and also protection here. This could also be like financial protection, right? Allowing you to have more of a playful living. Okay? I'm hearing, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and walk in your truth here. And it says you're only going to regret not saying it. Okay? Because you stood in your fear. And again, that's an illusion, and you have to ask yourself, would you rather do the right thing regardless of the reaction of the other person versus sitting in regret never saying something? You know, that's something you need to think about, right? Especially if the divine is guiding you to do this. Okay? You know, and if you're sitting in fear and wondering what you should do about this, you need to take it to the divine. You need to pray about it. You need to meditate about it. And you need to go deep and get the answer. Because I certainly would rather walk into my truth and speak my truth than regret it. Because that regret lingers. It's something that lingers on. You know, you can always accept the truth, right? But regret lingers. Okay? It says your hard work is paying off. So something that you're doing is paying off, and there's going to be opportunities going to be knocking on your door here. So if you've been in like stagnancy or you feel like nothing, you know, is this going to pay off? Like the divine is saying, yes, this is paying off, right? Opportunities are coming in. You know, I feel like there's someone out there that has appreciation for you, but maybe they're not saying it. or they're going to come in and say it. But if this is you, okay, that I flipped it around, but if this is you and you're like, I don't know, should I say, you know, I love this person, or thank you, or however it resonates with you, right? It's not always going to be love. It could just be appreciation or just a message, right? You know, you got to stand in your truth. Don't live in regret, because that's a cycle that doesn't end, okay? And as far as what you're doing, keep moving forward, because it's going to pay off, okay? It's going to pay off. And this one, this other card we got is the energy is gaining momentum. Yeah. So the energy and effort you're putting into something, it's paying off. And the divine doesn't want you to don't change the momentum of which you're moving forward, and what you're working on here. Because it's opening doors. That's what I'm hearing. It's opening doors. And if you're worried about your finances here, your debt is going to be wiped clean. Okay? And then we got a scripture. It says, "But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head." Psalm 3:3. Yeah. And what I'm really getting called to is the lifter of my head. If you have felt like you're not appreciated, right? Wondering when playful living is going to come back, because I'm getting like maybe your head has been down, maybe you've been sad, maybe you're wondering like, is this going to pay off, right? It's going to pay off. The divine says, keep lifting your head. I'm protecting you, okay? I'm protecting you. I'm guiding you to your happiness. You are protected. You know, the shield is protection here. This could be divine protection as well. But there soon will be opportunities knocking on your door. Whatever, I'm hearing delays are over. That's what I'm hearing. Delays are over. Okay? So I'm going to get one more card, and then we'll get some messages from the box of wisdom, okay? But, you know, what's really sticking out is they are both swimming. They're both in the water here, so that might be significant. Maybe you're going to take a vacation where you're going to be in the ocean, swimming around, snorkeling, I don't know, something of playful living, right? And it says, surrender to the waves. So maybe you've been emotional lately, right? Wondering like, when is this shift going to happen, right? It's coming, okay? It's coming. Okay. Yeah, new horizons. It says, your dreams are within your reach, so keep going. Fortune is on your side, right? And she's looking out this window, right? It's like everything is below her. It's like you have this higher perspective. You may even have this deep knowing that things are going to change. Maybe you're just waiting. Maybe you feel a little down, like, you know, I'm patient here. You know, but when are things going to change, right? I'm ready for my happiness. I'm ready for, you know, this more playful living. That's really standing out to me here, right? But you need to release those expectations so you can enjoy every single day. Not, you know, when you live in expectation, it can change your vibration of being able to enjoy the day for what it offers you, right? Don't be in the energy of, well, I'll be happy when, right? You need to be happy now, right? Being whole with where you are, where God has you planted, right? Because there's there's lessons in the season. That's what I'm hearing. There's lessons in the season. And love, I'm also hearing love is coming to you. Okay? Love is coming to you. All right? So you're definitely going to something new here. At the bottom of the deck, we have information. To write or express yourself in words opens new doors. Say what's on your mind. Okay? What I really got from this is that, like, you're going to be getting information. Maybe you're waiting on information. Maybe you're waiting for this person to appreciate or apologize or thank you, or, take that as that resonates. But I'm going to get one more. I'm hearing new. Okay? So if you're somebody who's like, oh my gosh, I'm ready for new. Goodbye past, let's bring in the new, right? It's coming in. You could be getting a new, moving. I'm also getting that as well. But it's like your dreams are coming in. All right, let's get one more. So keep holding that momentum. That's what I'm hearing. Making progress. Success is a journey and you are well on your way. Have faith as you go. Yeah, keep the faith, knowing that you're making progress. It's a confirmation of this card here. The energy is gaining momentum. You're making progress here. Your hard work is paying off. I'm hearing hold on. That's what I'm hearing. Hold on. The new is coming in, but delays are over. You could be getting a new car as well with this new horizons here. But you're making progress. Don't give up. Your dreams, because it says your dreams here are within your reach. Your dreams are within reach, and now is not the time to give up. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? There is success on this journey, on this path. You just need to keep the faith, okay? Yeah, personal power. Step in your power. And maybe this is something you've done that's bringing this in, but it says, you hold the key to your own success, so unlock the door. It says, inquire within. Yeah, you hold all the power here, which is why the divine doesn't want you to give up. You are the key here. You hold the key to the success of what it is you're working on here. Okay? So don't give up. Okay? Just hold on. And when you feel like your head is down, right? You're thinking, "Oh wow, I'm burnt out. I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to keep the momentum here," right? You need to go to the divine and pray, or take some time to yourself, right? Maybe you need rest. Maybe you need to reset. Maybe you need to go out and do something fun, right? Anything that can rebalance that energy so that you can keep that momentum going, okay? Self-care is so important. In fact, I'm going to pull a card from the self-care deck at the end, okay? So you can focus on that, because self-care is so important to move through this energy so you can get to your dreams here. So many people give up right before the finish line, and you are right here reaching the finish line. Your hard work is going to pay off on this path, right? You're getting new, your dreams of having new horizons. Maybe you're like, I want to move. I want all new friends, new people, new place to live, new job, new. It's all coming in, okay? Maybe you feel like you've outgrown where you are, because I'm hearing that. You've outgrown where you are. Okay, and the divine's like, yeah, I'm setting it all up to take you where you belong. That's what I'm hearing. Take you where you belong. Okay, so let's get some messages from the box of wisdom here. Whoa. Okay. And see what more information we can get on this, okay? But I just keep hearing, hold on. Just hold on, okay? And when you feel like, I don't know if I can hold on, right? That's when you need to take a time out for yourself and focus on self-care, okay? It says, go through what you go through. Yeah. The divine wants you to grow through this, okay? What you're going through right now. It's where you are right now, and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I can. What you don't realize is that you're growing. Okay? The divine is working with you. And I'm also seeing this, it's a rainbow here. It's like it's healing. You're healing and you're growing right now. You may not even feel it, right? But you are. This season is teaching you growth, right? But the energy is gaining momentum to bring in the change, right? But the season that you're in right now is giving you the growth that you need to move here. We have the letter L. Take that how that resonates for you. But the first thing that stuck out to me was love. So, and it says, your good destiny to love is sure. So, you could have love coming in, or you're growing through what you're going through. And this is like some kind of lesson. Or learning. So take that how that resonates with you. May all that you do be done in love. May all that you do be done in love. Okay. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is your energy. This is... May all that you do be done in love. Yeah, and I really get this is like loving yourself, giving yourself that self-care. Okay? But we also have the letter L here, so it could be love as well. Let's see if we get more on love, then I'll pull a card for that. But I'm really getting like everything that you do is done in love. Love for others, love for yourself. But, make sure you have that balance, right? That you're not self-sacrificing yourself into having an empty cup, right? That you take care of yourself and have that balance, because, having an empty cup, you have nothing to give anyone, right? You can't help others on an empty cup. So it's not selfish to make sure that you're taking care of your health and your mental health, and making sure that you have that balance, right? Having that peace within, so that you can continue to carry that bright light. This also could be light here. Carrying that bright light, and that way you have the love that you can give to others. Everyone makes mistakes in life, but that doesn't mean they have to pay for them the rest of their life. Sometimes good people make bad choices. It doesn't mean they're bad. It means they are human. Okay, so I'm feeling like it's going with this. So there's somebody that maybe have made a mistake. Maybe they made a mistake about you or judging you or, right? The divine is saying, this is a good person that just made some bad choices, right? Okay. So, just know that they're human, right? And if they come in with an apology, you need to find out what they're actually apologizing for. Did they learn the mistake? Did they learn the lesson? Right? Because if they haven't grown and learned from their mistakes, then and then you allow them back in, then you're opening the door to allow them to repeat, repeat the same mistake, right? And we all make mistakes, right? Nobody's perfect, but it's what you do with that mistake. Do you choose to operate out of your ego, blaming everybody else for the mistake? Or do you own it and stare at it and see what you did wrong, right? And what you need to heal, what you need to change so you can grow and evolve above that mistake. And that, and by doing so, you've alchemized it into power, and now you're vibrating at a higher level, right? And you won't make that mistake again. So it's what you do with it. Do you stare it in the face and break it down to where what can I do differently, or how can I change this around, or how can I grow from this? That's the difference between turning that into power or running from it, right? It says, just sit with it. Instead of drinking it away, smoking it away, sleeping it away, eating it away, gambling it away, shopping it away, or running from it, just sit with it. Healing happens by feeling. So just sit with it. And that's funny, I just said running from it, right? Yeah. Healing, this is a confirmation about what I just said. It's like, you have to look at it and sit with it and stare at it. As ugly as it may be, how uncomfortable it may make you, this is how you grow through it. Right? This is how you operate out of love, because none of these things, drinking, smoking, sleeping it away, eating it away, gambling, shopping, running from it, right? Doesn't make it go away. It's still staring at you. Healing happens through feeling. So many people run from feeling. But through those feelings, you're able to release it. And this is a thing about mistakes, trauma, pain that we carry. Especially trauma and deep wounds that come from our childhood or even in adulthood, that we run from, drink away. We drink, we smoke, we may do drugs, we sleep away, we eat away, we gamble it away, trying to numb it, right? So that we can continue to run away from it. But this is the thing. It does catch up with you. And if you don't deal with your pain and your trauma, it will deal with you. And let me tell you, it's a lot easier to stare it down and heal it than for it to deal with you. Because when it chooses to deal with you, and it will, you can't outrun it. It will catch up with you. When it forces you to have to deal with it, it can turn your life upside down. So you can choose to stare it and grow through it. But if you don't, and sit with it, if you don't, it's going to deal with you. It will deal with you. And when that decision happens, that your trauma deals with you, usually it's going to flip your world upside down and you have no choice. So it's better to not make these decisions to avoid staring at it. You need to sit with it, look at it, and grow through it. Okay? All right. And nothing is a mistake. Don't look at things as mistakes. Look at them at lessons. It's all higher perspective. That's how we grow and evolve into better people, right? Without lessons, how are you going to grow? Okay? So mistake just has like a bad tone to it. It's not a mistake. It's a lesson. It's meant to teach you something. It's what you do with it that determines the outcome. Okay? And it says, failure is success in progress. Yeah, that's like what we were talking just here. It's and there's no failures, there's no mistakes, they're lessons. And that lesson can be turned into a huge success, especially in your personal growth. If you choose to see it and face it and sit with it and deal with it and feel it so you can release it, right? Okay. I am worthy of a wealthy life. Okay. All right. This could be what's coming in with you. Okay. I don't know why I said that, but could be what's coming in for you. Right? And, a wealthy life could be, health is wealth, right? Freedom can feel like wealth. So take that how it resonates for you. It's not always about money, right? Freedom is priceless. And maybe that's what's coming in, like this playful living, these new horizons, right? But know that you're worthy of having a wealthy life and how that looks for you, okay? Trust dreams, trust your heart, and trust your story. Yeah, and there's another confirmation of dreams here. Your dreams are within reach, so keep going. So trust that they're within reach. Trust what your heart is telling you. Okay? I'm also getting, I just got this. So we have dreams, heart, story here. What I got was your dreams that you have in your heart are leading to a story. Your story? Okay? So you may have a dream in your heart that's creating your story. That's the download I just got. Understand that healing and growing can distance you from people who are... Okay, let me start over. Understanding that healing and growing can distance you from people who you once had a bond with, and it can also bring you closer to those who will heal and grow with you. The time in between can be difficult, but there is so much to learn in solitude. Yes. You have to close the doors to the things, the people, and the places that you once had, bonded with in order to get closer to those who can heal and grow with you. Because not everybody is meant to go with where you're going, especially those that are interested and healing and growing and evolving. Some people rather just, drink it away, smoke it away, sleep it away, eat away, gamble it away, shop it away, and run from it, okay? But that's not, I'm talking to somebody who's is interested in healing, right? Growing, healing, and growing, even if it requires solitude here. And I've said this before on my channel. You learn everything about yourself when you don't have the distractions of other people. It's when God can give you the clarity on who you are, what your path is, and give you that guidance. Because as long as you're distracted by all these things and your pain and your traumas and, the distractions of your phone and social media and all these things, right? You can't get clarity. Oh, and it's going to be uncomfortable, right? Because you're stepping out of, what society has deemed the path, right? You're choosing a different path, but you have to allow, growing through the difficult times if it requires you to be in solitude, because that's where true growth, true healing happens. Okay? I just heard, don't take the easier path. Okay? Live life happy. Yeah. This is where it talks about right here, happiness, right? Live life happy. It's like the playful living, releasing expectations, enjoying every day for what it offers you, right? Being in that attitude of gratitude. Do those grateful prayers every day. Letting go of worries and choosing love. Surrender to the flow of life, and your good destiny of love is coming to you, okay? And this is the life that's going to bring you that happiness. It says, you are stronger than you know. Yeah, you are stronger. You are strong enough to sit with it, okay? You're strong enough to sit in it, feel it, so you can release it, okay? Because you deserve this happy life, okay? You deserve these opportunities, these new beginnings. A great relationship is about two things. First, appreciating the similarities, and second, respecting the differences. Okay? This could be what's coming in for you, right? And the divine is saying here, you've got love coming in. You need to appreciate the similarities, but also respect the differences. You grow together over your similarities, and you respect the differences, because by those differences, you're able to see different perspectives. I'm also hearing you gain knowledge and strength from those differences. Okay? And those differences are what keeps things exciting, right? Because it allows you to step out of your own comfort zone, okay? Now, we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? This could be your wealthy life coming in here. Wheel of Fortune. This is the universe turning the wheel here, meaning, things are turning, opportunities are coming in, things are changing, okay? That's why I kept hearing you need to hold on, okay? You're going to get your happiness, your protection here. And we have here, fortune is on your side, but we have a wealthy life, and then the Wheel of Fortune also signifies wealth. So this opportunity or something coming in could bring in financial abundance. I just need to be myself. I don't need to be perfect. Yeah, and that's the energy that you're in, okay? You just need to be true to who you are, right? True to your dreams, true to your heart, right? True to the things that you need to heal and grow through. And, there's great strength in not seeking perfection, okay? Because nobody's perfect, right? And if you wait until you have perfection, then you'll be waiting forever, okay? So just be authentically yourself in everything that you do. That's what I'm hearing. In everything that you do, whether it's in your business, in your projects, in your friendships, in your love life, right? You don't need to be perfect. And usually if we're trying to seek perfection, then we're going to have to wear a mask to do it, because nobody's perfect. Okay, so anybody who puts on a show of perfection is having to wear some kind of mask, because nobody's perfect. We have Earth, okay? What I'm getting this, you could be an Earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, doesn't have to be. But what I'm getting with this is get out in nature. That's what I'm getting, because we talked about, the lifter of my head. If you're feeling down, feeling like, I don't know if I have much more here, I've been sitting with this stuff, healing this stuff, growing through things, right? And if you are doing this, you need to make sure you stay grounded, okay? Getting out into nature, appreciating all God's creations, right? We have the Ten of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is emotional wish fulfillment. This is also, all your emotional needs being met when it comes to like a new love here. So you could have new love coming in. And also this is like this new, like, I'm really getting it with this. It's like you're going to your wish fulfillment here, like all the things, because the Ten of Cups can be, emotional wish fulfillment when it comes to love, your wishes, your dreams. And I feel like it's really connected to this new horizons here. So, and there's several confirmations about fortune, wealth. This can also bring in your happiness. This is also connected to the Ten of Cups, this happiness here. I'm hearing, get ready to start enjoying life again. Maybe you've been working yourself into the ground here with all this hard work, and this is going to come in and it's going to make you really happy, because I feel like you're going to be able to play again, have fun again. It says, keep peace in your heart. Yeah. There's another confirmation about heart. Trust your heart. And keep that peace, right? I feel like you found peace in this journey, knowing that you don't need to be perfect, right? I'm hearing consistency is key here. And maybe there's something, maybe you sat with it, right? Whatever you needed to heal, you've been sitting with it, and now you found your peace. Because remember I told you, and it kind of matches this is that, let me read this again. It says, understand that healing and growing can distance you from people who you once had a bond with, and it can also bring you closer to those who will heal and grow with you. The time in between can be difficult, but there is so much to learn in solitude. And I feel like if you are someone who made that decision to disconnect from people, right? You found your peace through this solitude here. And if you haven't done it, that's where you will find your peace. And once you find that peace, that inner peace within your heart and your soul and your mind, and you found it through disconnecting, right, from people, places, and things, right? You will understand, and the divine is going to show you it. You understand it, the cost of losing it, right? That it's a non-negotiable thing moving forward. Once you realize this, because you don't know what you're missing until the divine shows you what real peace is. And then you become in this energy of, yeah, that's non-negotiable. Moving forward, non-negotiable. I now see the light and the truth and the value of what peace is. And I'm not willing to lose it or just give it away to people or situations that take that from me, right? Okay. So those are the messages that I have from the box of wisdom. I'm going to get a couple cards just to close it up, but make sure that you're sitting with and feeling the things that you need to heal and release, because you're stronger than you think, okay? And if there's somebody you need to give thanks to or love to, or you're worried about a reaction or a response to, you're going to regret if you don't say it, okay? Because you can heal from their response, but you're going to carry their regret forever, okay? All right. Let's see. It says, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Yeah. There's a lot about healing. So if you're on a healing journey here, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. You took the harder path, and you need to celebrate yourself for that. Okay? You're choosing not to drink it away, smoke it away, sleep it away, eat it away, gamble it away, shop it away, or run from it, right? You're facing it, and you're realizing that, and you're also dealing that the triggers, right? You're allowing yourself to look at those and deal with whatever is below those triggers, right? Because the trigger is just telling you have something to heal, And what a trigger can be what somebody says to you, somebody does to you, or a reaction somebody gives you, right? It can be triggering. That trigger is telling you, it's trying to tell you, hello, you have a wound here that hasn't been healed, that you need to sit with. Okay? Because like I said, running away from anything that you need to heal within your heart, within your soul, if you don't deal with it, and those traumas, all those deep cuts, if you don't deal with them, they're going to deal with you. So it's better to take the initiative and choose to stare them down and grow through them versus they deal with you and flip your world upside down. Okay? All right. And then I'm going to get one self-care for those of you who are feeling like you need some guidance in that area, okay? Because I feel like there's many of you are holding on and trying to continue this momentum, right? Trying to hold on to that peace. You know, and you need to focus on the self-care through the healing journey, okay? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, getting enough rest, because a healing journey can be exhausting, okay? All right. Spirit, what do they need for self-care at this time? It says number 14, connect with your ancestors. Okay. And what I'm getting with this is like, you need to meditate, focus on praying. You can connect with your ancestors. Number 14 can be significant, or number 5. Okay. But I'm hearing prayer, meditation will bring you balance. At the bottom of the deck, we have number 30. Look for fairies. So fairies could be significant for somebody out there as well. Okay. And then I'll get one angel number. But prayer, meditation are going to be the keys to your success, okay? Okay. Yes. There. Okay. So, if you are holding on and you're like, oh my gosh, I am trying to keep the momentum here. I'm healing, I'm growing, you know, I'm praying, I'm working on my triggers here, right? There is a major shift happening. This goes with this, okay? Opportunities are going to be knocking on your door. I'm hearing love is arriving. I'm also hearing that. So it's going to create a major shift in your life. That's this new horizons. Okay, this is your dreams. Okay. And this is also number 5. So we have 555. That's major change. And the divine wants you to stay optimistic because this is coming. Okay, it says a major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. Okay? So you could be changing a direction here, but it's going to take you to your dreams. So they want you to have an open mind, letting go of expectations. Okay? Because if you're holding on to expectations, you might miss this. Because it says a change in your past direction. Okay? So stay surrendered and go with the flow and stay optimistic because you've got a major shift coming here. Okay? And this major shift is going to lead you to your happiness. I'm hearing playful living. And you're strong enough to do this because you're stronger than you know. Okay? All right? So get ready, okay? Get the sleep that you need, get the rest that you need. Make sure you're praying, meditating, staying in that energy of peace, right? Releasing what you need to release. And continue to have that faith in your dreams and know that this shift is coming and new horizons is coming here. Okay? And, you know, it's going to shake things up, so you need to make sure you're ready for it, okay? All right, that's the message I have for you today. I hope it's resonated with you. If not, check back on Monday. I do daily readings Monday through Friday. But until then, have a great weekend. Like I said, do something fun. celebrate yourself. But until next time, I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.